Overjoyed, he pulls a surprised Lin Zichen into a tight hug, declaring that with such a talent, they will surely break through the limits of ordinary beings. Watching them, Song Yuyan reflects that there is always someone more talented. She smiles, thinking it is good to have a more capable person leading their cause. Filled with renewed hope, she excitedly suggests to the dean that they should immediately publicize Lin Zichen's potential to attract more talented individuals and secure more funding. However, Liu Chuanwu immediately rejects the idea. He sternly explains that Lin Zichen's abilities must be kept a secret for now, as suddenly revealing his progress on the pure blood path could expose him to danger. The dean elaborates that their strategy should be quality, not quantity. Now that they have a prodigy like Lin Zichen, they must concentrate all their resources on helping him break through the ordinary biological barrier. When Song Yuyan raises concerns about finances, the dean reassures her. He promises to use all his connections to gather the necessary evolution resources. His plan is to wait until Lin Zichen's power is... Song Yuyan praises the dean's thoughtful planning, and he proudly accepts the compliment. Lin Zichen listens quietly, thinking how shocked they would be if they knew his true power, that he is already at ordinary Tier 9, has completed tempering his flesh and bones, and is in the middle of his second tempering cycle. Classes at the Budo Academy. Instead, he will work directly at the Research Institute with Song Yuyan as his assistant. An annoyed Song Yuyan clenches her fist, protesting that making her an assistant to a junior is an insult. The dean dismisses her concerns, telling her pride is worthless in their research. Changing the subject, he announces that the following afternoon, the university will hold a freshman trial to determine the new king, the strongest first year. He confidently tells Lin Zichen that with his abilities, the title is practically his. He encourages him to participate to bring honor to the Budo Academy, offering a reward of 10 chi and blood pills. When this fails to elicit a reaction, he adds that the winner will also receive 10 school credits. The mention of credits immediately grabs Lin Zichen's full attention. Soon, the day of the freshman assembly arrives, and a large crowd of students gathers in the university auditorium. As Lin Zichen and Shen Qinghan sit together, they become the subject of gossip among other students, who recognize Lin Zichen as the top scorer who joined Tianrenge and wonder about his relationship with their goddess Shen Qinghan. Their conversation is interrupted by a familiar face, the talkative, spiky asks if Lin Zichen remembers. He does. Leaning in, the freshman points at both of them and bluntly asks what their relationship is. Holding a blushing Shen Qinghan's hand, Lin Zichen plainly tells him
delicate as silk. Observe. Break a leg. Let's go, Tomato. Next customer.
dramatically reveals that he is that very brother, Lee Moyu. He goes on to declare that he and his older brother made a pact to dominate the records at Shanghai and Kyoto universities. To demonstrate his power, Lee Moyu unleashes the full force of his biological pressure, announcing that this is the power of an ordinary Tier 5 being. The entire auditorium is overwhelmed with immense fear, and the other students gasp in shock, realizing the vast gap between their own abilities and those of a true genius. Pleased with back in the audience, Zhe Jihan whispers to Lin Zichen, mocking Lee Moyu's arrogance, commenting that he has no idea Lin Zichen could defeat him with a single finger. Lin Zichen
Hey, Llama,
tells her to
it's
keep a
us.
low profile. After
Beats
Moyu's
me.
speech, the announcer
I
invites
had
the
a
next speaker
bit
to
too
the
much to
stage.
drink last
Joe
night,
Hong,
and
the president
when I
of the
woke
student
up, I was
council,
on Easy
a young man
Island.
with dark blue hair, walks to the podium. where
Mr.
the announcer
Varka is
hands him
helping
a
to
script.
oversee
Addressing the
Nashitown's
crowd.
preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
Yes, celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nodcry. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance. Our people take these to be blessed omens.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind this event are true or not. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were founded on a falsehood.
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti. Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time. Hope it's okay.
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then, I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such a decision. Well, if Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows? Once we get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place.
Hey! Did you catch that? Llama said the thing! Or close enough, at least.
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Wind Bloom. And you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. Big, beaming smiles like their whole face is glowing. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the moon goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to...
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some further questions about Kutar's decision. I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled.
Maybe it's an innate talent?
Luanatar! You want to play too?
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if...
It's up to me to decide who I want to be, and to cut my own path. No one can tell me what to do. Who says you have to use scissors to cut clothes? Leave those rigid rules behind. I much prefer using my own cutting tools. This is more than a fair price on me.
Everyone seems hard at work.
They are preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once it's ready, and I'll get some people to ship it over.
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course. I have a feeling you'll like it a lot.
You bet! Sweets and treats are Paimon's favorite.
Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be an answer. But she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no. But if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation. Ah. I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the Frost Moon Scions of today no longer need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention, and as such, she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here, yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, What they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
I see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nausea Town soon. Want to come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing, let's go. Bye for now, Wilma.
Thank you all. Goodbye.
Prices like these are just outrageous. Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grandmaster, and the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello there. Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon?
Yes, that too.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Why does everyone keep saying that too?
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the...
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right. Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, on closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage.
Huh? What do you mean? Like, you could see them, but not touch them?
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Notcry before, but I don't know much about it.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry in the run-up to Moonprayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived. But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless. There is no great cause for concern.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side. I intend to inspect a few more locations.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment. But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow, yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be 10 steps ahead of us.
Well said.
Right? Whatever's happening in Notcry, Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival while we're at it.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while, so it is where many things come to settle. want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
You're right. I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only a little, though. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the Abyss.
Abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of multiple people.
Oh,
Monsters are hunting down the phantom humans.
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening. In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights of Favonius era came up in class.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. As an intelligence broker, my sole interest is in the value of the information I gather. Which, in this case, Hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
So calculating. Whew, this intel broker logic always catches Paimon by surprise.
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flint's, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the chance to make contact with the ancients.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along.
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity.
No!
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's not what I have bad news, boss. So many people. All right, everyone inside, quick! This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was some sort of flying ship. Like a spaceship? It's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right? Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown! What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? I don't know if I'm all that, but...
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my...
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
You too! Sorry, boss!
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists. But somehow it left and after him?
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
Strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Yeah. Confusing.
Allow me to lend you a hand. Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a phantom Rhymehorn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure.
Okay. Yes, I understand. Then how about this?
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. While this puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exists in only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Good point. Great thinking, Lauma.
Blunthorn rhinos can use Kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
So, Just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Yes. Still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go, and enjoy your feast.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots,
Thank you for
I have a
watching.
few
See you again
references.
next time.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.